Hey y'all, and welcome to the video, and thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for joining me today for a little get ready with me. I have a ton of products here that I'm so excited to play with, and I'm also going to be playing with this palette today, the Cremated palette, because I do feel bad for those of you who didn't know I was making a review on this palette and I just never posted it. So we're gonna do a little look today with this palette, so that will be near the end of the video if you just want to skip ahead to the eyeshadow look. But I am going to be playing with a few products that are on Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty, as well as products that we've gotten in subscription boxes like Boxycharm and IPSY maybe. I don't remember. I will have everything linked below if you want to shop. Say if you want to shop at Ulta or Sephora or any other place, I'm going to have links below. They are going to be affiliate links because I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to support me and give me a tip, as you guys say, because I don't do the super chats or anything like that. So if you guys are already going to be shopping at these stores, might as well, if you want, go through my link and it'll give me like a really tiny small commission. But pennies add up if you guys want to support that way. If not, it's totally cool. But if you're ever shopping at Ulta or Sephora, you can definitely go through my links down below on all of these products. But anyways, I have a very red face right now, so I kind of want to get started and get rid of all this so I can beautify myself some more, because it's currently 8:04 in the morning. So I just got out of the shower and my face is really red, so I want to get into the video. So if you like these types of videos from me, then please give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, as you guys know, I never push a product on you guys. I never say like, go out and go buy this product. But I have to say, this is probably the best freaking primer I've ever used. It's the Juno&Co Moonshine Miracle Cream. Now, they did send this to me for free. It is PR. I have an affiliate link. I have an affiliate code. I'll put it here as well as in the description if you want to shop anything Juno&Co. You guys know this is really good primer. I'm not lying to you guys. So many people, this is their favorite primer too. Like Paige Corrine, however you say your last name. I'm pretty sure Allie Dawson uses this too. This is a really good primer. Like, I was blown away, so that's what I'm using today. And yeah. It's a moisturizer and primer all in one, and it doesn't make my makeup cakey whatsoever, which is a huge thing. If I use moisturizers before, usually it always makes my makeup really cakey looking. But this, since it's a moisturizer and primer in one, it is basically like a primer, but it also hydrates your skin. So that I am so thankful for. And it also blurs your pores. Like, this is one of those products that you can actually see the, like, if you just wore this, it kind of blurs your face. Like, obviously it's not a foundation, so it's not gonna like get rid of any of your imperfections, but it does blur pores. I wouldn't say it's like extremely blurring, because I don't personally know, I don't have a problem with my pores necessarily. I do like right here, I can see the like overall face blur effect when I use this primer. Plus, it smells really good. You know how some primers you can put on and you rub it into your skin and it starts to like crumble, and you're just like, why is this still coming off on my hands and it's crumbly? This doesn't do that. I hate primers that do that. It's disgusting. I don't know why they do that, but but this primer is just really good. And if you want to shop anything Juno&Co, I'll have it down below, my code, and you can shop there, and I make a tiny little commission. So far, this is probably the only product that I am gonna ever push and be like, go out and buy it because you need this, because you honestly do. And I have combo skin right now. It's more on the oily side since it's been so humid and so like hot. So right now my skin's been more on the oily side, and it doesn't ruin my foundation or make me look like greasy or anything like that. Like, this stuff is good. So I'm just being honest, it's really good. I really like it. Now I'm gonna use my favorite foundation. I haven't used like a ton of foundations, but this one, out of all the foundations I've tried, even over the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush one, this is my favorite foundation. Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have mine in shade Porcelain, which I thought would be my skin tone, but it's still kind of dark, so I mix it with my favorite drugstore foundation, the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, not the hydrating one. That one is garbage. This is just a regular, and I use the shade F3. This one actually matches my skin tone perfectly. So I mix, and they mix well, so good together. So I always like to mix them. If I'm yelling, I'm sorry, I'm listening to music. But I always like to mix. I just do a light coat here, mix it with this, and then just twirl it around. I should have a mirror in front of me. I don't even have a mirror. I need to see what I'm doing. Hold on, let me just open this up and see what I'm doing. Okay. And then I just add, oh, I just realized I still have primer under my nose. Oh my god. Okay, what the heck? You guys could have told me that. I'm just kidding. You guys couldn't have told me that. Alright, so I'm using the best brush ever. If I am not using my Tati Blendiful, I'm using this It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Flat Top Buffing Foundation Brush in number 6. I've kind of done away with sponges, so I use this, or I use my Tati Blendiful, and it just makes your foundation look so airbrushed and so freaking flawless. And speaking of flawless, if you haven't seen my flawless foundation routine that I always have linked below, where I do my steps kind of backwards, and I do primer, and then I do setting spray, and then I do powder, and then I do my foundation, and then I don't add powder anymore. Well, my friends, the primer I use gives me the same effect as if I was doing that like whole step process. So if you get the primer, you'll be in luck, because you can skip that really weird backward step that I do, because it gives you literally the same effect, and I'm so excited about it. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in a smidge, because we're gonna start doing some complexion products like concealer and whatnot. So the first thing I want to use is the Dandelion Shy Beam from Benefit. I use this all the time, and do this before you conceal, and I like to put it under my eyes like so, and it brightens it up. And since it's this like pinky peach color, it helps conceal like the dark circles that even concealer sometimes can bring through. So not only does it brighten up your under eye, but it also kind of color corrects at the same time. It gives you a nice like luminous effect, and I just use my finger. It's whatever. I'm not sure if you can see like the glowy and hoey that I got going on under there, but I can see it, so that's all that counts. And I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up. Next up, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I got it in the shade Swan, and I got this in Boxycharm. So I have been using this, and I do really like it. So we're just going to do the thing and put you in fast forward and show you the concealer. But real quick, I want to say that the less is actually more. Barely put any concealer on. Don't listen to any of those other like influencers out there that just like stripe it on like freaking paint. That's insane. That's how you get really creased, ugly under eyes that only looks good on camera and does not look good in real life. And yeah, if you don't want a really caked under eye, less is actually more. Like, don't listen to them. I'm gonna fast forward now. Okay, so I just like to put some on my chin, upper lip, up my nose, up your nose with rubber hose, and then right here. Just little dots, nothing crazy. We don't like to paint it on. We're not painters. We're just craftsmen. That makes no sense. Whatever. Technically we are painters, but whatever. Okay, next up I'm going in with a Too Faced Born This Way powder, which is something we also got in Boxycharm, and it's actually a really good powder. Or did we get this in IPSY? No, we got it in Boxycharm. Okay, this is the powder. I've been using this too, and I would have to say it's actually really good. So I just dab some in here, or whatever. Oh, I forgot to tell you, the concealer brush I was using is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, by the way. That's the brush I was using, and I'm using the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH02 powder brush, and I'm just gonna dip it in here, and I just like to place the powder on my face. Like so, and then spread it around. Not a lot of powder. The more powder you use, the more cakey everything is going to be. I promise you. Especially underneath your eyes. Don't put so much powder under your eyes because then it's just gonna look like garbage under there. I've noticed. Like, I'm not sure if that's how it is for everyone, but for me personally, if I put too much powder under my eyes, my face just looks really dry and cracked even when my face is like really oily. Always less is more to keep you from having a very bad cake face. And then you can feel that your face has powder on it, but it also feels like you have foundation. It's not like perfectly smooth, and that's what we want. Okay, for bronzer, I'm using the NARS bronzer in Vallarta Matte. I don't know, this is what it's called. Right here. It's actually a recent release. It came out a few months ago, and this is the shade that I'm using here. And yeah, I just used this little brush here from Base Blue Cosmetics. They actually sent me this brush, but I have been using it since I got it pretty much for my bronzer. I don't know, I really like it. So wow, this bronzer looks kind of like garbage. I need to pay attention more to what I'm doing because I have a brush hair on my face. I'm a hot mess. It's like, I'm telling you, it's early in the morning, okay? That's why I'm like not on top of my game. Okay, the bronzer's starting to look better. It was just looking like really terrible there for a second. I went in too heavy is what happened. It's also coming off a whole lot more like red tone, like warm toned on camera, which is so strange because it so doesn't look like that in person. That's weird. Okay. For the double chin. And then I take my finger and I just put some right here. And then a little bit under here, not heavy, just a little bit. It'll make your lips look a little bit bigger than they already are. But you guys can tell that I put like concealer here. And then I just use my finger again and I just rub a line on my nose. Quality contour there. Then a little right underneath there. Okay, great. Now for blush, this is actually going to be on the 21 Days of Beauty. This is a beautiful blush. I'm going to use the shade Pig Dahlia, and here's the colors. This is going to be $19 on sale. If you haven't seen all of the Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty sale items and all the discounts, then please check that video out. You guys, there's some good stuff on there. I'm going to use the Luxie 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. It's like a little cute bunny tail, and I'm going to use this side here. Just gonna do that and then, you know, do blush. It's such a pretty blush. And it just gives you this like natural glowy sheen that I love about this side. And then I would like prefer this more during like the summer than like having glowy blush during the fall and winter. So that's what's good about this side. So you can have the matte version but also have the glowy and hoey side. So this you guys need to definitely jump on. It's a beautiful blush. It really is. Okay, next up, one of my favorite parts, which is highlighter. And I've been obsessed with this Hourglass stick highlighter. I'm using the shade Champagne Flash. I also have the gold one and the pink one. These are so beautiful. So this is the color I'm using. Very, very pretty. I don't know if it's gonna focus. Want to focus over here. There we go. What I do is I don't actually rub it on my skin. I put it on my finger. And then I just do this little number. Gorgeous. It's not like too dangerous and like bright, but it's also like natural. And then I just kind of like lightly bring it up to about right here. I don't know if it's showing, I can't see. I'm sorry I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder a lot. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is like, you know, looking good on camera. Now I'm gonna do the part that my mom hates and highlight the tip of my nose. She hates when I do this. But I love it. And then I kind of like highlight in the middle of my eyes. And then I'll just kind of swipe a little bit down. Boom. Looking good. And then you gotta get that spaghetti grease going on your chin. You guys know when you're slurping noodles and the spaghetti slaps your chin. That's what we're going with right here. Pretty. And then highlighting the Cupid bow. And it's okay if you get it on your lips because, like, obviously we're gonna hide that with lipstick, which I'm just gonna do real quick now. I've been wearing this ever since I got it in my IPSY. I haven't used any other lipstick except for once. This is that Clarins. What is this even called? I don't know. It's a velvet lip protector, and I have mine in the shade. I don't remember what this shade is. It doesn't say on here, but it does say made in Korea, so that's cool. They have really good skincare. So I love this stuff so much. It has this furry tip, and you just squeeze, but it feels so good on the lips. Though you do have to reapply it pretty often, I think, but like I'm not mad about having to reapply it. That's how much I love it. And it feels so good. And it also looks like really matte too, but it doesn't have that dry feeling of a matte. Does that make sense? Okay, now I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Blonde. This is now the third time I've purchased this product. So is it good? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think the shade range that they have really does match people, so at least they match me. Now my eyebrows aren't like really like shaped and formed right now, which I don't even really know how to do brows anyways. I've really only started doing brows here recently, but yeah, let's just do them. Let me zoom you in for this. Hi. Just know in no way, shape, or form am I good at this. I wing everything I do. I mean, good enough, whatever. Now I'm gonna use the Wander Beauty brow gel in the shade Clear. I actually prefer this over the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I don't know if it's because it's the wand that I like. I don't know. I don't really care for the ABH one, but we'll try it with the wand when I'm done with this and see if I like it. But all I do is just flick my brows up and kind of curve them down. That's all I do. I mean, do they match? No, but do I care? Also, no, I don't. Okay, now it's time for eyeshadow primer. I've been using the Zoeva Eyeshadow Fix Matte Long Wear, so it's in matte. It's not zooming, but I actually really like this one. Out of the few primers that I've used and tried, this is my favorite because it's so like tacky that the shades just really stick to it, so I do really like this. I just use my finger and throw it on my lid. Okay, so it's time for eyeshadow. I'm gonna grab my brushes and get to work. I actually just cleaned all of my brushes, so only like a few of these have ever been used, so pretty excited about that actually. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by using this shade right here called Casket Ready, and I'm going to apply it to my up here part. I forget terms. It's very early in the morning. Now I want to put this shade Life Insurance as my crease shade. Now I'm going to use the shade Solemnly Swear on my outer corner. Notice the scarf, because I solemnly swear I am up to no good. No, really, I love this scarf. It is so cute. Like, look at it. So excited to wear this for fall. Anyways, if you know, you know. But anyways, back to the video. I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. Beautiful. I really do like this palette. It's a really solid palette. Also, if you're new to my channel and you don't know, this eye is actually bigger and shaped differently than this one, so it's very hard to make any look exactly the same on both sides. As you can tell, it's a little bit different, and that's just something we have to deal with because I have two different shaped eyes. Since I'm already using this shade, I'm gonna go ahead and follow this down to my lower lash line. And since we're playing with the lower lash line, I'm going to take Life Insurance again and finish that out on my lower lash line. And then back with Life Insurance, I'm going to go back in my crease, starting here and running the shade over here so we can blend them together. Love that. Great. Okay. Now taking a wet flat brush, I'm going to use this shade here. What is this? Mausoleum. And add it to my outer corner of my lid. So I'm only applying it to that half of my lid. Same thing, wet brush, and I'm going to take the shade here, Afterlife, and add it to my inner portion of my lid and connect it to the Mausoleum shade. Knock out any of the glitter that could be in there. I love that. It looks so pretty. Now with a wet little brush like this, if you can see, yeah, I'm taking Diamond Ashes, which is that glitter topper shade that is also like the shade that's in the mini Orgy palette. That was absolute garbage. We did not like that. I actually prefer this shade over that. I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there and start to get an inner corner highlight going on. Okay, so I'm going to go back in this palette with Life Insurance, and I'm just going to do my transition a little bit just to make sure that the colors don't look too harsh and everything is nice and blended together. And that's it with this palette. So I'm gonna do my liner, lashes, and mascara, and I'll be back because I do plan on doing a full video on how to apply lashes that I know a lot of you have been asking for because you guys have been trying to put lashes on and you've been asking me to show you guys. So there will be an in-depth video on how I personally do it, someone who really doesn't know how to do it, and the things that I do. But I'm going to show you what I'm using really quick. I'm going to use the Tartiest liner that has the pencil side and the felt tip liquid side, but I'm only using the liquid side. And then for my lower lash line, I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade 0, which is black. I'm going to do my mascara with the Tarte Sea Surfer Curl Mascara. I'm going to use for my lower lashes the Benefit They're Real Mascara because it has this ball on the end of the wand that is great for lower lashes. So that's why I like to use this for my lower lashes. And then I'm going to use the Duo eyelash adhesive, and then I'm going to use these lashes here from, wow, they look, I'm gonna get this glue off. They're from D-Star Lashes, and they're in the shade, they're in the style Jacqueline. So I will be back when all of that is done and show you the completed look. Okay, so this is the finished look, and if I'm being completely honest with you, I don't think I'm wearing the same eyelashes. I thought these were my Jacqueline eyelashes from D-Star, but now that I'm looking at the lashes after I realized when I glued the other one on and looked, these are two different lashes. I know this is D-Star Lashes in the style Page, but I don't know what this one is. I thought this one was the Jaclyn one, but I realized my Jaclyn ones are in the bathroom because I took them off before I showered and left them in there. So we're just gonna roll with the fact that I have two different lashes on because these are much longer and bigger, and I know these are my Page ones. I mean, they could be the same ones, but they don't at all look the same. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what lashes I picked up. But anyways, this is the completed look, and I do have to say, I really do like the Cremated eyeshadow palette. It's definitely a very unique palette with all of the gray tones, and I do love it. It's gonna be the perfect fall palette if you're into this kind of thing, but also if you're not into the price of the palette, the ColourPop Blow and Smoke or Smoke Show palette, whichever one they named it one thing and then they changed it. That's another option for you to have some gray tones, but this is actually a solid palette, and when I reviewed it as a good palette too. Unlike the new collection I just reviewed, the mini one was not good. But yeah, this is the completed look. I really like it. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down below. And if you have tried the Cremated palette, do you like it? Is it something you'd be interested in buying? I will also have that one linked down below with an affiliate link to Beautylish, which anytime you buy anything Jeffree Star, go through Beautylish. They ship in like 2 days, and yeah. But anyways, if you guys love it, then please give this video a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe. It would mean so much to me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!